Hello, my dear students. Welcome all to my YouTube channel. In this part, we are going to study about the Kingdom Monera. You know that in last session, you have every idea about the five kingdom type of classification system. In this session, we are actually starting the five kingdom classification from the first kingdom, Kingdom Monera. Okay, so we will see what is the Kingdom Monera and which type of organisms are included in such type of the kingdom. Okay, so let's start और let me reminder you अभी तक ऐसे कुछ लोग हैं जो वीडियोस देखते हैं लेकिन मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया हुआ है सो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल और अगर आपको ये विथ बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स वीडियो लगते हैं सो प्लीज लाइक माय वीडियोस ओके सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द किंगडम मोनेरा एक्चुअली दिस किंगडम मोनेरा includes all the prokaryotic organisms. Now, which type of prokaryotic organisms? Mycoplasma is there, bacteria are there, actinomycetes are there, and the cyanobacteria. That means bacteria are the sole members of the kingdom and they are most abundant microorganisms. Now, microorganisms means the organism which are present everywhere in nature. Okay, microorganisms जो होते हैं वो everywhere present है. You can see everywhere in nature. You can see on the surface of your skin, you can see on the board, you can see on the chalk, you can see on the duster, but not with the naked eyes. If you want to observe that microorganism, you need a microscope because these are the microscopic organisms. Okay, so they are live in extreme habitats such as hot springs, deserts, snow, and the deep oceans, where very few other life forms can survive. Okay, the hundreds of bacteria are present in the handful of soil. That means you can imagine कि microorganism handful of soils में अगर billions of microorganism present है then you can observe the presence of the bacteria in the nature. Okay, so that's why all the type of bacteria are involved in the Kingdom Monera. All the bacteria, the bacteria are the unicellular in nature. So unicellular prokaryotes and contain the most primitive of living forms. I'm talking about the Kingdom Monera. Okay, the cells are the microscopic one and the cell wall is generally present. Cell wall जो रहते हैं वो generally present होते हैं because बैक्टीरिया का सेल वॉल बहुत थिक भी होता है और स्लाइमी भी होता है. Okay, if we talk about the genetic material which is present in the Kingdom Monera, the genetic materials are not organized into the nucleus and they contain the naked DNA because membrane bounded organelles are not present in the prokaryotic organism. Okay, so that's why here the genetic material, the DNA which Monera type, they are the naked DNA is present because the membrane bounded organelles are totally absent in the prokaryotic organism and Kingdom Monera is the all include the prokaryotes. Correct. Then if we talk about the reproduction of the Kingdom Monera, the reproduction is asexual except gene recombination. जीन रिकॉम्बिनेशन होता है किंगडम मोनेरा में और asexual type of reproduction like the binary fission is there, fragmentation is there. Okay, such type of reproduction can happen in the Kingdom Monera. Now about the flagella. You know that every living organism may be motile one, may be non-motile one. अगर वो मोटाइल है, बैक्टीरिया अगर मोटाइल है तो उसमें प्रेजेंट रहता है फ्लैजेला. If the bacteria is non-motile, that means flagella is absent because flagella is responsible for the locomotion of the organism. You can move from one place to another place because of your legs. So such type of structure present in the bacteria which called the flagella, which is responsible for the movement of the bacteria from one place to the another place. Okay, this is the general introduction of the Kingdom Monera. Now we will shift towards the examples of the Kingdom Monera. Blue-green algae, bacteria, actinomycetes, cyanobacteria, nostoc is there. They are the examples of the Kingdom Monera. Okay, now we will separately talk about the bacteria because the bacteria are soul of the members of the Kingdom Monera. So this bacteria, you can see where the cursor is going. So here the bacteria are grouped under the 4 categories based on their shape. You can see here the shapes of the bacteria, and these are the 4 group of the bacteria depending on their shape. First is the coccus, which is spherical in shape. Second one is the bacillus, which is rod in shape. Third one is the spirillum, which is spiral, or we called it as a coil shaped. And the vibrio, that means the comma shaped bacteria. है तो सभी bacteria students, but they are found in the different shapes and sizes. That's why they are grouped in the 4 type. कौन से टाइप हमने देखे बैक्टीरिया के? कोकस, बैसिलस, स्पिरिलम एंड द विब्रियो. ठीक है, so these bacteria are most abundant microorganism that can survive in all kinds of the climate. That is the special specification. कि ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर कुछ डिफरेंट क्लाइमेट हो गया तो बहुत हॉट कंडीशंस है तो अभी ये स्टेराइल कंडीशन है, ये एरिया जो है वो स्टेराइल है, यहाँ पे कोई भी माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म प्रेजेंट है. दैट इज नॉट हैपन. हॉट क्लाइमेट में भी ऐसे माइक्रो होते हैं who can survive in the high temperature. You can see here some Kingdom Monera. ये जो है that is the blue green algae. Microscopic blue green algae, that is a nostoc. ये जब बैक्टीरिया डिवाइड हो रहा है उस टाइप का डायग्राम है. You can observe यहाँ पे DNA material divide हो रहा है. This is the cell wall, plasma membrane. You can observe in the picture. And this is the archaebacteria. Okay, ये जो आप देख रहे हैं that is the archaea. Okay, so हम बात कर microorganisms और the bacteria के बारे में. So though the bacterial structure is very simple, they are very complex in behavior. You can imagine, students. So this bacteria as a group, they show the most extensive metabolic diversity. Now metabolic diversity show करते हैं मतलब some are the autotrophic in nature, some are the heterotrophic in nature. The bacteria who are autotrophic in nature, that means they synthesize their own food material and they form the inorganic substrate. They may be photosynthetic. They may be phototrophic one. They may be the chemosynthetic bacteria are also there. Okay, the vast majority of the bacteria are the heterotrophs. That means they depend on the other type of organism or on the dead organic matter for the food. ओके सो अगर मैं कुछ देर से पहले बात कर रही थी कि जो हॉट क्लाइमेट में प्रेजेंट होते हैं वो बैक्टीरिया क्या है, इफ यू आस्क मी, so they are the group of the most primitive prokaryotes which under the most hostile conditions like the extreme salty conditions, and the organisms who can live under the salty conditions, they are the halophiles. Then some microorganisms can tolerate the hot conditions like in the hot springs, and such type of microorganisms are called the thermoacidophilous. Okay, कुछ जो होते हैं दे आर प्रेजेंट इन द मार्शी एरिया. ओके, रूमेन के गट में जो प्रेजेंट होते हैं, यू नो दैट जो बायोगैस प्रोडक्शन के लिए important है, they are the methanogenic bacteria. Such type of organisms need the marshy area to grow, so that's why they are called the methanogens. Correct. They differ from the other bacteria in having the different cell wall structure. Okay, different cell wall structure means what? अदर जो बैक्टीरिया होते हैं उनमें पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन लेयर प्रेजेंट होती है उनके सेल वॉल में, बट इन द मिथानोजेंस देयर इज एब्सेंस ऑफ द पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन लेयर, एंड these methanogens are present in the gut of the several ruminant animals. ये तो आपको अच्छे से पता है, like the cows are there, buffaloes are there, and which are important for the production of the biogas, or it is biogas means methane produce करते हैं from the dung of these animals. So that's you can imagine and you can observe that how important methanogenic bacteria are there for the production of the methane. Okay, so this is about how the microorganisms can live in the different type of the conditions. Then eubacteria. अभी eubacteria क्या है? U means true. Okay, eubacteria, or it is the true bacteria, and they are the thousands of the different eubacteria are present. They are characterized by the presence of the rigid cell wall. इनकी एक स्पेशलिटी है, दैट इज द रिजिड सेल वॉल इज प्रेजेंट. ऑब्वियसली मैंने जैसे बताया आपको, इफ द बैक्टीरिया इज अ मोटाइल वन दे कंटेन द फ्लैजेला. ओके, साइनोबैक्टीरिया और द ब्लू ग्रीन algae, these are some examples of the eubacteria. And if bacteria which is algae, the blue green algae, they have the chlorophyll A pigment which is similar to the green plants, and such type of plants or the bacteria are called the photosynthetic autotroph. Okay, you can see here, this is the photosynthetic autotroph, because ये जो है ग्रीन कलर में आपको दिख रहे हैं ब्लू ग्रीन algae or the nostoc, and because of the chlorophyll pigment, so the green, they show the green color like the plants, so that's why they are able to photosynthesis, and such type of bacteria are called the carotenoid is also present, so such type of bacteria are called the photosynthetic autotrophs. Okay, then cyanobacteria, they are the unicellular one, they are the colonial, they are the filamentous. Correct. They are present in the fresh water, they are present in marine water also, and terrestrial also. And some of them, they have the specialized heterocyst cells to perform the nitrogen fixation. Nostoc and Anabena में special character होते हैं which perform the nitrogen fixation. Such type of bacteria are the eubacteria. That means blue green algae, nostoc, anabena, ये सब जो है, these are the examples of the eubacteria or the true bacteria. Okay students, जो है that is the chemosynthetic bacteria. Chemosynthetic bacteria क्या होते हैं? The chemosynthetic bacteria or the chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria, they oxidize the various inorganic substances such as nitrate, nitrite, ammonia, so many. Now, why they oxidize such type of inorganic substances? To produce the energy, and they help in the recycling of the nitrogen. Not only nitrogen, they also help in the recycling of phosphorus, recycling of the sulfur, okay? And they are important for the nitrogen fixation. They are important for the ATP production, and they play great role in the recycling of all these nutrients. These are the chemosynthetic bacteria. Okay, so chemosynthetic bacteria देखे हमने जो है archibacteria देखे. Okay, these are all the archibacteria like thermoacidophilus है, methanogens है, halophils है. Okay, we studied about the eubacteria like the anabena is there, nostoc is there, blue-green algae is there. Okay, we studied also the heterotrophic bacteria. Now, what is the heterotrophic bacteria? Heterotrophic bacteria जो है, that means they act as the decomposers. They are most abundant in nature. The majority are the important decomposers. Correct. Many of them, they have the significant impact on the human affairs because they are helpful in the production of milk to curd. Okay, कैसे कन्वर्ट होता है? मिल्क कन्वर्ट हो जाता है कर्ड में जब हम कुछ स्टार्टर कल्चर means the lactobacillus are present. So these lactobacillus are the heterotrophic bacteria. They are the decomposers. They are helpful in the antibiotic production and the fixing nitrogen in the leguminous plants. Okay, you can imagine how they are helpful to the mankind. Okay, some of the heterotype bacteria, they are the pathogens. They causing damage to the human beings. Not only to the human beings, like for the plants also, for the animals also, they are harmful. For the pets also, they are harmful. And such type of you know that cholera, typhoid, tetanus, citrus canker, they are the well known disease which is caused by the heterotrophic bacteria. Okay students, the bacteria, they reproduce mainly by the binary fission. As you can see in the picture, ये जो है, this is the binary fission हो रहा है. Dividing bacteria आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं, DNA material उनका divide हो रहा है. Okay, so here sometimes under the favorable conditions they produce the spores, and they are also reproduced by a sort of the sexual reproduction by adopting a primitive type of the DNA transfer from one bacteria to the other bacteria. Correct. Next is about the mycoplasma. This mycoplasma are the organism that completely lack a cell wall. ओके ये स्पेशल कैरेक्टर है. समटाइम्स क्वेश्चन में पूछा जाता है कि व्हाट इज द स्पेशल व्हाट इज द स्पेशल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ द माइकोप्लाज्मा. सो दे लैक द सेल वॉल एंड कैन सर्वाइव विदाउट द ऑक्सीजन, but they cause disease to the plants and animals too. They are the simplest free living prokaryotic organism. Okay, and many mycoplasmas, they are pathogenic to the plants and the animals. That means they can cause the disease to the plants and the animals. Okay students, में हमने स्टडी किया है all about the kingdom Monera. Okay, so wait for the next session. In the next session we will continue the kingdom next, that is the Protista. ओके तब तक आप अच्छे से रिवीजन करते रहो, नोट्स निकालो. ओके, सो टेक केयर एंड बाय. थैंक यू.